அவையோருக்கு வணக்கம். உதவும் கரங்கள் பற்றிய காணொளி வழங்க வரும் இந்த இளம்பெண் அமெரிக்க மண்ணில் வசதிகளுடன் வாழ்ந்தாலும் தமிழ் பற்றும் பணிவும் நிறைந்தவர். மனித நேயத்தை வார்த்தைகளில் மட்டுமல்ல செயலிலும் கடைபிடித்து வருகிறார். உதவும் கரங்கள் பிள்ளைகளோடு ஒன்றாய் தங்கி உண்டு பழகி வந்த காரணத்தால் இன்மையில் இன்னாதது யாது என்று கற்றுணர்ந்து அதை இந்த நேரடி அனுபவத்தின் துடிப்போடு செயல்பட்டு வருகிறார். இங்குள்ள இளையவர்களுக்கெல்லாம் முன்னுதாரணமாய் இருக்கும் இந்த பெண் வேறு யாரும் அல்ல, இன்றைய நிகழ்ச்சியை தொகுத்து வழங்கும் நமது ரம்யா தான். அவரை அன்போடு மேடைக்கு அழைக்கிறேன். Good evening everyone. I am here to invite this fine young lady for a video presentation about Udavum Karanagl, the beneficiary of today's program. This girl is very passionate to help underprivileged because of her personal experience with Udavum Karanagl children. With her kind attitude, she is becoming a role model to all other youngsters in our community. Now, I request our dear Ramya to take over the stage. Thank you.
Good evening once again. I welcome you all once again to our third annual fundraiser for Udavum Karanagl. Let me tell you a little bit about our relationship between SasthaTamilFoundation and Udavum Karanagl. We have a program called Child to Child Harmony, and in this program, we're sponsoring 30 children for roughly 5 years now. These are the children that we're sponsoring. The pen pal, it's actually a pen pal program, so our children from Dallas exchange pen pal letters with the children of Udavum Karanagl, and they get to speak to these children via Skype during our Skype meetings thrice a year. I would like to share a few updates about a couple of our sponsored children. First, Mayavan Vidyakar. When I went to Udavum Karanagl in 2011, Mayavan stayed at the section of Udavum Karanagl that was devoted for dyslexic children. He was going to a school, a special needs school called Jeevan, which is also run by Udavum Karanagl. Today, with the extra care and affection and attention that he has been given, he's going to the regular school of Udavum Karanagl, Ramakrishna Vidya Niketan, with the rest of his friends. We're very proud of him. A second child that I would like to share with you about is Bhubesh. He's studying his third-year diploma in electronics and communication. We're very proud of him as well. Yogi Vidyakar is one of the brightest childs amongst the bunch. He, along with a couple of his friends, is now going to Sri Satya Sai Institute of Edu-Care in Chennai. He was identified to have a higher aptitude for academics, and hence, he's been sent to that school. And that institute not only focuses on academics, but they also focus on spirituality and making sure that the children grow up to become good human beings. So those are the updates about our children. Thank you. Next, I would like to talk to you about the Pasa Malargal. These are the children from anywhere from a newborn child to up to about 5 years old are in this home. When I went to visit these children one day, they insisted that I stay back to feed them during their mealtime. So I said, okay. I sat down. Quickly, 2 children came running up to me and sat on both my lap, on each side. A third one found a tiny spot in the middle and squeezed right into the middle of my lap. And a 4th child came and sat right next to me, so close. I couldn't move. The caretakers took a huge bowl, put rice, dal, and soft vegetables and mixed it up and handed it to me in a ball. And I was to feed these children. Before I could get to the second or the third child, the first child would be done with their first bite and waiting eagerly for their next bite. That was the most rewarding experience of it all. Now, in this picture, you will see those two cradles. Those are two children that came to Udavum Karanagl when I was there. These newborn children are children of severely depressed and distressed psychiatric patients who got pregnant on the streets. However, 2 years later, you can see the beautiful children. You can see their happy faces, and they're been taken care of very well by Udavum Karanagl. So, like I was telling you, a couple years ago, all those little children needed to be fed. But today, 2 years later, they can eat on their own. Here's a small video clip for you about that. It is truly amazing to see the gratitude that each child shows before each meal to Papa Vidyakar. Now, when I was there, I also taught bhajans to various other children, and one group was the Model House Girls. I also had an opportunity to teach them moral stories and values that I learned through my spiritual educational class. Here's a small video clip for you about what they have to say about that experience.
எனக்கு பிடிச்சது பாட்டு சொல்லி கொடுத்தது இந்த மாதிரி கிராட்டிடியூட் எனக்கு முதல்ல தெரியாது அது எங்களுக்குன்னு ஒரு கிராட்டிடியூட்னு ஒன்று கொடுத்து அதை புதுசாக எங்களுக்கு அறிமுகப்படுத்துறது ரொம்ப நன்றி.
Those two children who spoke are also SasthaTamilFoundation sponsored children. They really internalized the concept of gratitude. I also had a chance to teach bhajans to the psychiatric patients. It was quite interesting. The very first day, a social worker took me to that room and introduced me, and he left. 10 psychiatric patients surrounded me. One person held my right hand, another person hanging onto my elbow, another person holding my left hand, one person touching my face, and another person adoring my earrings. I didn't know what to do. My heart was beating fast. Are these people clean? What's happening? And then a caretaker walks by, and she says, "Please, sit down." I said, "No, that's okay." But the psychiatric patients had a different answer. They gently pushed me into the chair. I didn't know what was happening. I took a deep breath. I then realized all that these patients wanted was to show their unconditional love. Teaching them bhajans was truly an eye-opener experience. It was a very interesting experience. I would like to share a small glimpse of that experience with you. Here's a small video clip for you.
எல்லாருக்கும் நல்லா பஜன் சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. ரம்யாண்டி எங்க எல்லாரும் போட்டு நல்லா பார்த்துனாங்க.
லதா எதுவும் சொல்றியா? கேமரா எடுக்காங்க. ஹாய் சொல்லு. செல்வி ராதா ராதா திருப்பி பாடு. ராதா ராதா
very good.
Some of these patients were mute. All they could do was just hum But when I would sing and they would hum, they would feel as if they themselves were singing. The joy on their faces was just immeasurable. You can see Lakshmi in this picture with a cute ponytail. Lakshmi, I would always make sure that she sat in one of the first few rows when I was teaching bhajans. She couldn't speak, but her imagination was wild. She's so innocent. She would talk to the floor, she would talk to the walls, she would talk to the ceiling, and she would play with her fingers, and she'll always be smiling. She was always content, playing by herself, just like a 1-year-old child would be. Similarly, each patient there had their own stories. Next slide. Papa Vidyakar not only takes care of psychiatric patients and children, but he makes sure that every event in a child's life happens at the most appropriate time. When I was there in 2011, I witnessed Meenakshi's engagement. A few months later, she got married. And today, Papa Vidyakar is a proud grandfather once again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. I would like to thank all of our sponsors at this moment. For those of you who haven't had a chance yet to contribute, our volunteers are standing by in the lobby. Papa Vidyakar, the founder of Udavum Karanagl, has sent us a video message, and we will be watching that shortly. At this moment, I would also like to share with you that Udavum Karanagl celebrates their 30th anniversary this year. We're very proud of that as well. Thank you.
Hello, good evening friends. I am Vidyakar from Udavum Karanagl. It's a great honor to address you through this electronic media. I'm really happy that SasthaTamilFoundation of Dallas has taken this initiative to organize this program for the 3rd consecutive year. I express my gratitude to all those donors, organizers, well-wishers, and all the people who have participated in this wonderful event of this year. 30 years back, Udavum Karanagl was started with one abandoned child. Over these years, it has grown into a big banyan tree, taking care of abandoned children, destitute psychiatric patients, mentally sick persons, handicapped people, elders, sick and dying persons. 2,000 residents, they all being sheltered, cared, rehabilitated, educated and looked after by kind-hearted well-wishers. We have started similar kind of program in Madurai, Coimbatore, Tiruvannamalai. We live in a world which has throwaway culture. The family relationship has become so selfish and everything sometimes becomes give and take policy. People just exist within their own house as orphans and await death. Tiruvannamalai, a holy pilgrimage center which is situated 200 kilometers away from Chennai. You can see lot of devotees. There are a lot of beggars, lot of sadhus, and also psychiatric patients who are wandering aimlessly. In this place, these psychiatric patients become victims of so many trauma, especially women patients. They are abused. There are no facilities for such people. In this area, we really made a research with a well-known Mumbai-based organization who made a pilot study and identified that we need to organize a rehabilitation center for the mentally challenged wandering patients. With this, in our mind, we started working on it, bought a piece of land exclusively for men and women separately. In this place, we are trying to organize shelters, dormitories, and treatment facilities for such abandoned, deprived, mentally sick persons. We work as a team with the psychiatrists, psychologists, psychiatric social workers, caregivers, occupational therapists, and the nurse, so that these patients can be treated and they can be rehabilitated, and also they could be restored back to the family. It is with this intention and with 30 years of experience in rehabilitation, we intend building up this place. Tiruvannamalai Holy Center has a rehabilitation center now, and we intend launching these facilities very soon. In the past, SasthaTamilFoundation has extended support towards building up a beautiful auditorium for our school children. Last year's and this year's fundraiser goes to the rehabilitation facilities of women psychiatric patients. In this place, now 50% of this work is over, and within few months the building would be completed. We will have facilities like sheltering these people, emergency care, medical treatment facilities, and also rehabilitation facilities for all these psychiatric patients. They could lead a normal life, they could be restored back to the family. You have put your support and you have made their life a transformed life. They are no more going to wander on the street aimlessly. Now they have a safe and stable future. Ramana Rehabilitation Center, situated at Tiruvannamalai, is a great boon for all psychiatric patients, and the credit goes to SasthaTamilFoundation of Dallas. Along with that, we have one other program, Child to Child Harmony. This has put lot of meaning to our children who are parentless. Now the children start relating to their friends and they start enjoying this relationship, and their life has become more meaningful. I especially thank the organizers, Mr. Ramya Velu, Ramya, Vishwanathan, and many kind-hearted persons who have organized for this wonderful evening. Your support is going to transform their life. I really express my gratitude on behalf of my children and those anonymous patients who are found on the street. You have provided them care, support, and a meaning in life. Thank you. Have a nice evening, wonderful evening. Take care, and we will work on this. When you come to Chennai, please do come and visit our place and see your support has made a transformation in someone's life. It's good to hear this, and wish you all the best.
Now that you've witnessed that your sponsorship from last year has been put to best use, you can be rest assured that your sponsorship is going to the right place. On behalf of SasthaTamilFoundation, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your continued support towards SasthaTamilFoundation and Udavum Karanagl. Thank you.